If you saw me
Hello, I'm
drowning,
official Mr.
surrounded by
Veil.
sharks, and
This
chose
is
to walk
part
away
3,
instead of
the
helping,
attacks
you
from
don't
the
deserve to
gamer,
know.
more like
If I made
Tekken.
it
The
to shore,
gamer is called
and I
Weapon
mean that with
Underscore.
every piece of
In part
myself,
1, I talk about
that
more like
had
he
to
has a
learn how
code to
to
this
swim and
destroy,
fight
more like
for life alone.
electronics. And one of
Because
the
you were
electronics
there,
more like he
you saw it.
destroyed,
You
more
literally
like
saw
was my
everything.
super
You watched me
slim
drown
blue
and calculated the
PlayStation
cost of
3.
reaching for me,
Yeah, he
and
did reckon
decided
more like
I
damaged it
wasn't worth
pretty
it.
badly. If I
The
more like
moment I
got it at the
needed you the
time,
most,
it would have been 40
you
damage.
turned around and
But yes, but it's
walked
not
away.
40 damage, but it's
That's
definitely
not
damage
something I
because
can
of him.
unknow.
Now during that
Not
time,
something
more
I
like
can
when he
forget
actually
and put away.
trying to
You made your
40 damage
decision
my
in the moment
PlayStation
that
3,
defined everything.
I got the code more like
And
he
showing up
used
for
when he
me
did that.
required more
So
than you were
yes, my
willing to
PlayStation
give.
did got damaged.
And
But
I
I definitely
survived
got something
anyway.
out of it. I got
Not
me
because
a
it was
code
easy, but
when they
because I
did
had
that.
no other choice.
Now, I'm not the first one to
And
use
now
that
you
code on.
want to
And
know
I'm
how
sure
I
I'm not
made
the
it?
last one he used that
No.
code on.
You
And he
lost the
definitely
right
got
to
that
know
code from
about it
someone else.
the moment
Now, I'll
you
tell you how
chose
he
your
got that
peace over
code
my
from someone
survival.
else. Now, a psychic only needs more like one ability, and then that's a psychic. And it could be any ability. Now, this guy here do have a psychic ability. This is how he be more like getting people to do things, getting away with things, covering up his tracks, and as well more like finding out different things. Now, of course, the version he got of this is not the strongest version of this, and it's not more like the medium level. It's like a low tier version of it. Now, this ability is called telepathic suggestion, or others call it more like mind control. If you ever talk with someone and they wanted something from you, but you automatically more like say no, but when it was done talking with you, they managed to get what they want out of you. Now, when you're dealing with more like a con artist, they got a lot of different tricks up these sleeves they can do to actually get this stuff out of you. But when all these tricks and whatever more like the IQ level is fail, a lot of them will like have this more like type of ability to more like to get the information or the item from you another way. With this ability, telepathic suggestion, they're gonna switch your feelings and your emotions around and get more like what they want from you, no matter if it's an item or information. And you can more like feel something, literally feel, depending on how sensitive you are, you maybe feel it and maybe don't feel it. But yes, this ability is literally more like to switch what they want, similar to more like from like Star Wars, the Jedi mind trick, similar like that. Yeah, very similar. But yes, this is more like a ability, more like different psychics got out here, more like to get different things. Now again, that name is called telepathic suggestion. It do go by other names, but yeah, telepathic suggestion is a good name, or we can just call it mind control. And this ability actually do exist. So yeah, there are people out here that actually got this ability out here. And it has nothing to do with the IQ level. It really don't. Long they got that ability, they can get more other things out of people. But just like I said before, there are plenty of other ways that people can get other things out of people. But this is way more of a psychic ability way to get more things out of people. It has nothing to do more like how crafty, how sneaky, how clever, how tricky someone is. This ability alone can actually more like get the stuff done. Now, of course, there are other people out here can detect that, like me. I can detect that stuff. This same guy more like use this ability in me in a chat room, try to more like get me to give him something. And I said no. During that process, I felt weird emotion and feeling all over in me and stuff. Even some more like to some resistance. So it was more hard for me to resist for me saying no to the guy. Not because more like he hit me with all kinds of stuff. It was definitely more hard for me to say no to the guy, but I definitely still say no to him. So if you're having a problem, feeling some resistance, and more like a little pulling thing for you saying no to more like someone, yes, this is exactly what they're using. They're using a psychic ability on you right then. So be aware of that feeling come over you. And again, more like this name one more time, telepath suggestion. They literally go into your suggestion and they switch it up. So then be aware of that. This is exactly how that guy be more like getting away with a whole lot of things. This is exactly how he got that code from whoever he got out there in a spiritual way to more the damage, more different device. After all, going by what I have seen and as well, more like a different vibration, what work he do, he don't do that kind of work spiritually. He really don't do that kind of work. So he does this the more like to get different things out of people and to do different things. Now you bring your vibration and awareness up, you'll be aware of these type of people, and you'll be able to fight against this attack against your mind. When you're facing someone more skillful and know more what they are exactly doing, then they're gonna be more harder to fight back. When it going by the medium and the high tiers, more like, I got this ability. This dude I'm talking about here, weapon underscore, he has a low tier version of that. Now when I was in a room with this guy, he more like he said he can get away with things, and he don't need people more to trust him, but he still more like get away with different things and get the things they want from them. Now, of course, at the time, more like I was spiritual asleep. I didn't know exactly what the guy was saying, as in details, like I do now. But I know exactly what he's saying now in detail. He was describing to me his exact psychic ability, and yes. So I didn't know then, but I know now. But somehow I managed to fight it off at that time. So yeah, be aware people got this ability. Now this is the avatar, more like the guy got on the PlayStation Network. Now he been having this avatar like over 10 years, and I haven't more like played more like him in a while, but there's a strong chance he still got the exact same avatar. So if you see this avatar, that's an easy more like flag, more like that could be him. Once you see that game attack, that's definitely more like him. Go by the game attack again, weapon underscore. All the people I tell you that psychic power I just mentioned right there do not exist, or they're not sure, I tell you from my personal experience, it do exist. It's one of the many things more other people just don't want to talk too fully about. You go to the right person, they'll tell you more the same story I just told you right there, and this ability actually do exist. That and a long list of many other psychic abilities. One night I was laying in the living room and I was relaxing, and at this time more like this negative more like a psychic came out around me, whisper a few things. He don't like the way I respond. Then more like they forced me to sleep, and during the time when they forced me to sleep, they more like got more like a certain more like person on TV, and it showed him more like exposing him here and there. Then when I woke up, more like this guy a little bit more like a force, more like himself on me and force more like that section. If you ever woke up before, and then more like you already more like have explode, you maybe say, or come, but you haven't did nothing to cause it, yes, going by my personal experience, that's a negative spirit or negative psychic did that to you to get the revenge on you. So that guy more like did that on me during the time I was more like sleep. When I woke up, I was like that. So that was his way more like getting his revenge on me. Going by on the way I responded, he didn't like that. So yes, be aware if you wake up, if you get on sexual harassment like that spiritually. Another section you like to target is the talking category. He like to more like to press more at your words. If you say something more like a little long or smart, he want to more like to press it, try to make sure you don't say that again, or he want to more like the trying to force the wrong word on you, butchering the beginning, middle, or the end of the actual word, switching up the words on you, the just depressing your words, doing a whole lot of different tacking on the category of word. Now, of course, these things more like he got more others around here for him to do these different tasks onto the talking category. He don't just do it more like on you, but he do it onto the other more like negative spirits and psychics around you as well. So he do a whole lot of tacking on the talking category. On that will end the mark for part 2 of the attacks from more like this guy called Weapon Underscore from the PlayStation Network. Came over spiritually and attacked me and stuck around. And yes, that about in it for this one. Now, if you want to catch some more like this, more like you can catch it on more on www.youtube.com/official Mr. Veil1. Over there I talk about these things and a long list of other things other people don't talk about. On that, I catch y'all over there, or I catch y'all up here. See y'all next time.